Someone who does something once is someone who did something. John, you not knowing who John is, okay? John went to the gym. You don't know if he always does this. You don't know if this is a one off thing that John did. However, John went to the gym. Maybe he's spontaneous, maybe he's an adventurer, maybe he's looking for a new experience. However, this action that he did is separate from his identity. He did this thing once. Okay, John did this thing. Now, it could have been New Year's, so John's going to go over and over and over again. However, it's still not a part of his identity, right? Someone who does something once, someone who does something multiple times, is still someone who did something. You could travel to a different country. That doesn't mean that you're a traveler. Um, it could be a one off thing. Essentially, what you're looking for with establishing a new identity is consistency, repetition, frequency, so frequent that it is predictable. You see, you not knowing who John is, and me saying that John went to the gym, you have questions, don't you? Does he always do this, right? Or is he just spontaneous? You don't know who John is, but if I said John goes to the gym every Monday, and tomorrow is Monday, because today's Sunday, what do you think John's going to do? If John goes to the gym every Monday, and today is Sunday, what do you think John is going to do? Now, you answering that question, right? John's going to go to the gym. You have to understand that you are like the predictive mechanics of the brain, trying to predict who John is. And when John, right, goes to the gym that first time, his brain cannot predict who John is yet, or if John is someone who goes to the gym yet, because this is a one time thing. But if John repetitively, consistently, at such a frequent pattern, goes to the gym every single Sunday, right, his brain is going to say, tomorrow is Monday, we're going to the gym. And that's how you establish a new identity, right? Not by doing something once, but doing something consistently, repetitively, at a predictable frequency. That's it. That's the key to establishing a new identity is frequency, right? If I knock on this once, there's no frequency. That was just a one-off thing that I do or that I did. But if I each knock being a moment of time, but each gap in between the same length. It's not just that I'm repeating the action, I'm also creating a pattern. So if you want to establish a new identity, essentially, you have to create a pattern and stick with that pattern for a certain amount of time that your brain starts to adhere to that pattern so much that just like John, right, every single Sunday, you already know and can predict that John's going to go to the gym or that you're going to do that thing. That's all identity is frequency of action, pattern of action, acting so consistently with a multitude of repetition, so much that it is predicted that you're going to do that thing.